because I'm not going to be quieter.
All right.
There you go. That was good. Hello, the internet. Welcome to Unprofessional Movie Reviews. This is Mark, and this is Billy. It's been a while since we had Billy. And we watched the Netflix original movie, Ridiculous Six.
Ridiculous Six.
Ridiculous Six.
Saw it.
Yeah.
Bought the t-shirt.
What?
I bought the t-shirt.
Okay. I didn't know they had t-shirts. You're going to be the only one. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, the way this works, before we tell you about Ridiculous Six, I ask you guys to click like and then click subscribe. And then we're going to give you a little teeny bit of synopsis about Ridiculous Six. And then we're going to tell you our positives about this movie. And we're going to tell you our negatives. And yeah, I'm going to surprise you. You want to tell them the synopsis?
I do. Ridiculous Six is a Netflix original movie made by Happy Madison. Starring Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider and Taylor Lautner, Luke Wilson.
Keep going. Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, the guy from Lost. I don't know his name.
Jorge
Garcia. Yeah, that's the six.
Yeah, that was the six. And then a crap ton of cameos that we'll get into.
But also Nick Nolte.
And Nick Nolte.
Yeah, and so it stars Adam Sandler as a white man raised by Native Americans called White Knife, also called Tommy Stockburn. And he's his father, Frank Stockburn, his estranged father, who had left him and his mother when he was a child, shows up at his tribe, where his tribe lives, to reconnect with his son and pass on like a sort of inheritance to him because he's dying of consumption. And then he's kidnapped, and Tommy needs to save him. And he enlists the help of five more
estranged sons of Frank Stockburn.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. That's a quick little non-spoilery synopsis. Okay. So now we're going to go into our positives. I'm going to bring up the director, Frank Coraci. What do you think?
That would be Karachi.
Karachi.
It's
Damn Italians. My last name's Gaviglio.
So
this guy, he directed a lot of Adam Sandler movies so far. Some good, some bad. Like, bad ones, Blended. Other bad one, Click. Good ones.
A lot of people like Click.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I think they just didn't watch it.
I just like Josh Gad.
I like,
wait, Josh Gad's not in that.
No, that was the other Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
I actually really like Christopher Walken in that. But moving on, Angel of Death. Moving on. But he directed good ones like Waterboy, in my opinion, a good one, and Wedding Singer, which in my opinion, very underrated.
And also had an amazing musical. For those of you theater fans, check out the Waterboy musical. That'd be great. No, the Wedding Singer musical is fantastic.
Okay, yeah, so where does it fall on for this guy? I actually thought this was on par with some of his funnier things. Granted, because of reasons, really huge reasons, which we'll get into our negative, it isn't on par, but what he did with directing-wise, I thought was decent. I think he did up to his standards. That it was Waterboy-style directing, and he did fine. Where it lost it was Adam Sandler, but we'll get to that. And you can't fix an actor who doesn't give a shit. But we'll get to that. Other positives, you do one and I'll come back to me.
Sure. There are a lot of gags in this movie, especially recurring gags. There were moments that I laughed really, really hard for really stupid gags.
No, I thought he was trolling me. He was laughing.
I really wanted to laugh going into this movie. I was not remotely excited to see it. I heard some bullshit, and this is not Mark, this is not Mark talking. This is me talking. So I don't want any this is divorced from Mark and from UMR as a thing, but. There was that whole thing that came about from the actors that walked off set because there were some racist jokes in it. And I'm not going to...
it's fine to bring it up.
Make statements about it.
It's a thing that happened.
It basically pointed this movie out to me as something I should not be excited to see. And I really hate being told what to think. So I wanted to be excited for this movie, and I wasn't, but I wanted to laugh. And so I laughed. And
he was laughing.
The reoccurring gags in it actually made me laugh pretty hard, and there were a few legitimate laughs in there too that made me laugh like super hard. I teared up a couple times.
Yeah, no, he actually got going.
Yeah,
Mostly
really
physical gags.
Oh yeah, lots of sight gags too.
Yeah.
There's this really funny recurring shot that happens at least twice. Yeah, you'll know when you see it.
Yeah.
It's a great sight gag. There's some really Kung Pao-esque moments. Yeah, Kung Pao-esque moments. If you're a big fan of Kung Pao Enter the Fist, there's
underrated.
Yes, there's the copies of DVDs of Kung Pao are going for like $30 on eBay right now.
Nice.
Yeah, good on you.
I think I got one.
Bob Odenkirk.
Oh yeah.
And anyway, the point is, lots of good gags, non-stop comedy. There's just gag after gag after gag after gag. So
not being that every one of those gags lands,
right?
But this movie is incredulous. It does not give up.
Positives, great cameos. I'm not going to tell you too many because I don't want to spoil.
That's my next cameo. That's my next positive.
Yeah, don't list too many of them though. I'll tell you something a little bit later about one of the cameos.
Can I just say the best one? I want to say the best one!
Go ahead and say it.
Alright, they got Vanilla Ice as Mark Twain, and he kills it. He is my biggest positive, and that's why I wanted to say it. Other than just the cameos, which are positive, my biggest positive, Vanilla Ice dives into this.
Stop.
Dives.
Collaborate and listen. The ice is back in my brand new invention, something that got a hold of me tightly.
Okay. We were way too white. It was good.
He's Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, I know.
Vanilla.
But
white.
When it comes to cameos, there's a lot of cameos in here that some people don't take seriously, and some people are like, I'm funny, and
I'm adding a double A.
That was clearly, okay, you went that way. I clearly went John Lovitz. But there's a lot of cameos in here that they're just themselves, and they kind of make it a little funny. Vanilla Ice dives into his cameo, and it is freaking hilarious.
He also
for
makes him like a rapper from the
ghetto. He makes Mark Twain Vanilla Ice, and you buy it. Like I'm like, yeah, Mark Twain acted that way. Like I bought it.
Yeah. It's like Vanilla Ice as Mark Twain as Vanilla Ice. Mm-hmm. It's fan-fucking-tastic.
It was great, and it was one of those jokes that if you took it seriously, it wouldn't be funny. But that one, immediately, the way he played it, and the way he did it, like he started off like, "Sup?" and you're like, oh no, and then he keeps going with it, and you're like, okay, since he committed so much to it, I'll just let it go and commit. Yeah. And it was funny. It was a good one.
It was good. Okay. I saw a lot of foreshadowing in the dialogue. That was obvious from the get if you're like really into script reading like I am. Not to sound like a hipster, but I read scripts.
No, I don't, and I know exactly the ones you're talking about. When they're like, oh, good job with I'm making this up, but good job with the thumbs. And I'm just like, well, those thumbs are coming up. Yeah. Like, you're using those thumbs later. And why'd you eat that into the dialogue?
And, you can go either way as to whether that's clever or that's lazy, but I had a very formal education in literature, and I had a teacher who was absolutely obsessed with foreshadowing and symbolism, so that's something that I kind of learned to appreciate. Whether or not I like it isn't the issue. I appreciate it.
You could have done it better, though. Like, you could foreshadow where it doesn't, where you don't notice it before you know it's
But it's also supposed to be, like, very spaghetti western.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Tomato, do with it what you will. I'm going to peg it as clever. Just because...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I won't, but I don't pick it as one of my giant negatives, though. And then another positive... I laughed. And that was it. I didn't think it was going to happen. No. I don't absolutely hate this movie. It will be getting probably a negative score by me. But I don't think I wasted my night. I actually don't. And really, it's because this movie knows what it is, and it commits to it. Mm-hmm. And I'll get to the problem with that in a second, but the fact that it didn't take itself seriously, that it just knew it was this ridiculous, stupid over-the-top thing, and it stuck with it. And I will admire that. I will say, like, good job. Don't try to move it in to trying to be serious with funny. But, yeah. Do you got any more positives? We can move on to negatives. Rob Schneider was funny. Alright, fuck it, I'll say it.
There are a lot of colors.
I think Rob Schneider was funny.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
The colors were great.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's the fucking desert. Try to find colors in the desert, I dare ya.
Again with committing, and I'll say this one more time, I'm one of those people. I've been spoiled just like everyone else with really good westerns recently. So now when I'm watching something, I look for historic inaccuracies. At first, I was like, "There's so many historic inaccuracies," and then it just said, "Fuck you! We don't care. We'll be throwing in every single stereotype." And guess what? The Battle of Little Bighorn just happened, or is about to happen. Fuck it. Guess what? Civil War just happened. Abe just died.
We'll make references to potato chips and Deadwood.
Yeah. Fuck it. Like, it just didn't care. And I will say that's a positive. The fact that it's like, you know what? We're not gonna care.
Irreverent.
Boom! And that's what I liked about it. I like that it's like, okay, and guess what? We're gonna make every single stereotype, regardless of what time or era, it's not historically accurate, and it went with it. There you go.
That's the cap on our negatives. Let's move on
our positives. Now let's move into
negatives.
Why we're here.
Yeah.
Should we save the big one for last?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. As I was saying with the cameos, a lot of them, they just didn't care. They were there for a paycheck, and they had like 2 lines, and it's like, "Hey, remember me? I'm TV's Norm Macdonald." And it's like, is that Norm Macdonald? What the fuck?
Yeah.
He didn't even say a joke! Yeah.
Chris Kattan, we haven't seen you for 15 years.
He didn't even say a joke! He didn't even say a joke! Chris Kattan just walked by as another famous guy from history, and he's like, "Hey, guys, remember me? I'm early 90s SNL Chris Kattan."
Yeah. I was in Corky Romano and Night at the Roxbury.
And Monkey Bone. What's up?
Oh,
deep cut there, deep cut.
I was Mr. Peepers on SNL. So some of the cameos were kind of short-lived.
But some of them are good. I'm gonna have to go with back to how it stuck with its guns and kept going with joke. 80% of them failed.
I wouldn't go that far.
Really? Wow.
I'd say
so many of them. Like, there was moments where we're watching this in a room full of people where it's doing like this, like a huge long gag, and everyone's just like, no one would laugh. Like, there was a lot of moments that I could tell they were making a joke, and I was like,
See, I'd say 60% of the jokes landed.
Okay. Alright, I'll meet you at 70 for me, and you go with 60. Because
you're saying 70% failed. I'm saying 60.
You're saying 60 landed?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's not a landmark, but
no, that's definitely not a landmark.
But if I wasn't laughing, I was sitting there like this.
I know, but I was like, I can see when they thought that was a joke. But okay. Well, then agree, disagree. Me and Billy do that a lot, and then we move on. It happens. But that's it. Besides the big negative,
Nick Nolte sucked.
Yeah, he did.
Couldn't understand him half the time. His voice is just shot.
I love Nick Nolte so much. That's the big negative.
No, I was gonna say he does this thing. It's like his Deus Ex, where he will solve a problem with native magic, and it happens a lot where he's just like gibberish, a bunch of random clips and like special effects, and then he like solves the problem with Native American. And then somebody somewhere says, "That's some mystical shit." And it's just...
I'm sorry, but that killed me. Dumb. That, like, hurt my heart.
The plot had a weak, predictable arc
where
it's like...
we're saying with the foreshadowing that went with the plot. I was like, this is going to happen.
You know that thing in every hero's journey where they get to a point where it seems like they can't progress any further, and then somebody says something that makes the hero go, "You know what? No, we can do this. Let's keep pushing on."
And then it's like, wow, they solved this and it doesn't feel solved. Oh yeah, because here's a betrayal.
And the resolution was also really weak. I'm not talking about the denouement at the end. I'm talking about the thing that like basically it's like in Kung Pao when she's like, "You'll never make it," and he's like, "I can defeat him," and like him being told that he can't make it actually pushes him to actually do it.
Yeah,
it's like that where it's like, oh, that actually worked.
There was a lot of really bad,
character motivations.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna bring up the whitewashing just a little bit. It's dumb. Okay, I'm not saying Rob Schneider. He's allowed to play whatever he wants. He's proved that. But biggest negative, Adam Sandler was absolute garbage. Like worse than he was in Pixels for me. I don't know what he was. He wasn't trying. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Pretend like my line is, "We'll need you, let's go." He'll go, "We'll need you, let's go." Like he didn't.
No,
it was. But some of those.
It was more like, "We'll need you, let's go."
I think you're doing too much. I don't think he acted that much.
No,
I honestly
he did this for all of his lines.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I'm trying.
He didn't do his voice though. He was like, okay, all right.
No,
let's
he did.
do
He
this.
had like a growly thing.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Either way, he sucked.
Let's go.
I don't think he went that hard. Like, I would have liked it if he overacted because everyone else was overacting, and it really looked like he just wasn't even there.
It's because the impression he was doing was really weak.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I didn't even register as an impression. I really thought that
it seemed like one long Clint Eastwood impression from like Clint Eastwood in his prime, like Good, the Bad.
And I don't think he committed to it. Is what I'm saying.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but that's
fair.
my biggest negative, and it goes with the Native American and pretty much everything about his character. And that's another thing. I did not care for him. Some of the other 6 I started to really like. Like, some of them are really good.
Taylor Lautner's lines were so stupid.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah,
it's a big weenie pee-pee.
Yeah,
it's a poopa-doody.
Taylor Lautner's...
It's a doody poopa-weenie
Taylor
pee-pee.
Lautner's definitely in the negatives. For me,
he
was
just sounded
really bad.
Gay most of the time.
Yeah, he was trying to go, like, half-wit, and he went, like...
Gay.
Flamboyant?
Like gay Forrest Gump.
Like, I don't know what that means!
Where do babies come from?
Yeah, and it's like...
I knew it well, Dad. God dang!
God damn it.
Fucking
you did it so well, too.
Stupid.
Yeah, no, it was really bad. So Taylor Lautner's marked in my negatives. And with the other...
But better than Twilight.
Better than Twilight. Well, that old movie sucked. But yeah, I think me and him, I think you fell into it a little bit more. It didn't quite... You wanted to. Yeah, and I think I was out in the first 5 seconds because it started off a little weak.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get to the fun part. Our Taylor Raz review between 1 and 10.
I really wish you hadn't spoiled this for everyone because 5 out of 10 Vanilla Ices as Mark Twain. And he's saying home slice baby because that's the moment that I knew that it was Vanilla Ice. Yeah. I knew in my heart... Vanilla Ice.
Sorry for spoiler.
You are cool as ice,
my
friend.
Honestly, if you don't want to sit through this whole movie, Google up his scenes. They're worth it. They're amazing.
Just so good.
Yeah, they're really good. And I'm going a little lower. I'm going with 3.5 historical figures. We got Mark Twain. We got Custer. We got Abe. And we just got a smiley face there. Yeah. So 3.5 out of 10. Did you say 5?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
I probably won't watch it again, but it's worth seeing.
Hey, I put comedies I laughed at that I'll never watch again at 5s. I have. It happens. It does.
Or we could just rent Flubber again.
I would watch Flubber. I just want to watch anything Robin Williams. Okay, well, see you guys, Star Wars!
Hey, no, we're doing another one before that.
Oh, yeah, alright, see you guys in a couple days doing Cooties.
Yeah, you guys want to see us do Cooties. Right?
Alright, Cooties.
Tell us in the comments you want to see us do Cooties, because it's going to be great.
And then Star Wars!
And then fucking Star Wars.
6 days! Or 5 days, we're going to 4 days, or in the past.
They're going to bring Jar Jar back.
Yes! Sith Jar Jar! Bye!